Hello, welcome back to JP Creation, and in this lecture we are going to see what is node. So a node is basically a square shape image or a structure through which we can see a end result. So in this diagram you can see that the gray color box indicates that these are the image which are shown as a foreground and as a background. So A is for foreground and B is for background. A is a picture kept over the B image. So this can be seen using an node called merge. So in merge you can see it is written A over B, means foreground over background. Okay, so nodes can be of pictures, effects, merge, color grading. There are too many types of nodes, so we will see in the lectures when we start. The next image shows us that there are two images like foreground and background, but while we see the foreground and background, imagine like background is our sky and in foreground new picture is our sun image. So if you want to show a glow in the sun, then you can add a glow node between merge and the sun new picture image. Between this both the node you can add a glow node. And imagine if background image is of a sky and you want to color grade in the sky, then you can add a color correct node. And also if you want to transform and move the sky, then you can move the position of the sky using transform node. So inside transform you have to work on the position, so that is why it is written move position. Okay, so nodes can be one or two. There can be multiple types of nodes used between merge and the foreground and background. It depends on what you want the final compositing. So let's dive into the next picture. Here in the next picture I have cancelled some of the nodes. So if you don't want to see a glow or you don't want to see the color correction, you can just disable the node. So there is nothing like you have to delete the layer or something in node based or and layer based. It's too much complicated in the layer based, but here in the node based you can see it clearly, and you can work very fast, and the work will be too accurate which you will get at the end. So in the next image I have shown that what's the difference between node and layer. So node based will be easy to reorganize and easy to add more elements. You can add too many elements in that, and you can easily work from background to foreground. You can change the background to foreground and foreground to background, whatever you want in the node based structure. And in the layer based it is little bit confusing, like if you don't rename it or uh, to the layers or to the adjustments, then it will create a confusion for you, and it is too much harder to change it later. When you complete the project in layer based and you are working on 50 to 100 layers, then it might be confusion for you to work later, and it can create a problem on which layer you have worked and in which layer you have done the color correction. So you can deal with a complex scene which I have written here. So it is not an industry based standard. So if you are working on an industry standard and you want to compose industry standard in 3D software, then you have to use Nuke. Photoshop is only for 2D compositing.